Welcome to another video. Today we're going to look at several things you can do to increase your chances to pre-order an iPhone X. It will be launched on October the 27th at 12 a.m. Pacific time. So you will have to calculate what time that will be in your time zone. So I think Pacific time, that's San Francisco time in California. So if you live in Europe or Asia, you'll need to add several hours on top of that. The pre-order will be launched exactly at that time on the Apple website. So you'll have to go on the 27th of October at the specific time. You will have to load the Apple Store website where the iPhone X will be available for pre-order. Normally, shortly before the launch of the pre-order, the website will be down, so you might need to click on refresh at that specific time for it to load. And it's important that do the process exactly at that time, and every minute that goes by, your chances of pre-ordering an iPhone X will diminish. So timing is very important. So there will be several things that you need to prepare before the pre-order so that you can save time when the page of the pre-order goes online. So let's get started. So first thing you need to prepare is make sure you have your Apple ID and password at hand when you are ordering. So we go to the Apple website. In this case, I'm using the Apple Hong Kong web page. You just click on the iPhone X, then click models and pricing, then select the model that you want. What we are going to do is we are going to add the iPhones that we like to our favorites. So like that, when the pre-order starts, you just need to go to the shopping bag in the corner and you can click on favorites and add to shopping cart, so you don't have to search for the iPhone model. It is also possible that you will be able to add the iPhone to the shopping bag one day prior to the launch. But at the moment, if you click on the iPhone, it won't be the option to select is grayed out, so you only can add to favorites by clicking on add to favorites beside the select. So to add the iPhone favorites, to increase your chances of pre-ordering one, I would add your favorite iPhone models in reverse order. So there are 4 different kinds. There's the white one with 64 GB, the white one with 256 GB, and the black one with 64 and 256. So the best thing is to add the iPhone models that you like the most in reverse order. So my least favorite would be the 64 white model. Select the white one, 64, add to favorites. Now add the black 64, add to favorites. Now add the white 256, and then last but not least the black or gray 256. The idea to add them in reverse order is because when you click on your favorites folder in your bag, the last added model will be on top, and the the first model you added will be below, so that will save you time to click the one on top first when you go to favorites, because the website will be down just before the launch. So as soon as the Apple website is up and running, you just go directly to your shopping bag box and then click on favorites, and then you will come directly here. And then you will be able to add the phone directly to your shopping bag. So another thing is, I recommend doing a dry run with the pre-order. So in this case you cannot order the iPhone X now, but you can do a dry run to order another available phone, such as the iPhone 8. So the reason to do a dry run is so that your Apple ID and password will already be at least once put into the computer, and you can make sure that you can even save your credit card details on your Apple ID account, so that will save you time to enter the details and your Apple ID. So in this case I'm going to do a dry run with the iPhone 8. For example, I'm selecting the 4.7 inch in space gray, 256. Here the add to bag is now blue because it's available, so later on the 27th this button will be blue also for the iPhone 10. So let's add that to the bag, then click review bag. So this is how it will look like when you will be ordering the iPhone 10 on the 27th. But remember, you only have a few minutes before it's going to be sold out for sure. So timing is very important. So let's check out. And here you'll have to enter your Apple ID. So in case your Apple ID is not saved in your computer, make sure you have your Apple ID and password next to you on a piece of paper when the pre-order launches. So the best thing is that's why we are doing a dry run, to test if everything is working as expected. So you just click sign in, and in some cases, if it's a computer where you never signed in on your Apple ID, you need to get it verified by a trusted device. So the first time you log in, you will get a message on one of your trusted devices, such as your iPad or iPhone, and it will give you the option to allow the login with your Apple ID credentials. So this one is already trusted, so I didn't have to go through that step because I already did that earlier. So here we see there are the delivery options, and then the shipping address. I will be entering all of that. So here you might also want to prepare your shipping address where you want it to be sent to. In this case it will be to Hong Kong. So you might also want to have your delivery address details on a piece of paper next to your computer, and also your daytime phone number, so you will be able to be contacted. Okay, so I entered the shipping address. So make sure you have all of this information saved so that you can quickly enter that and you don't have to look for it when you pre-order. And then third, make sure that you have your credit card details ready also. So the billing address, if it's different, have that address at the ready also. So this is also important. if you want to save some time, you can add, if you have a Mac, you can add your credit card number to the Safari, so like that you will save valuable seconds when you pre-order the iPhone 10 on the 27th. So you need to save as much time as possible, because you only have minutes or even seconds to secure your order, otherwise it will be taken by someone else. Okay, so there we have it. Then you click continue after you entered your iPhone model, shipping address, payment details, which is your Visa card, and then you can place your order. So this is where I don't order yet, because I'm just doing a dry run of the iPhone 8. But when you do a dry run, at least you know how everything will work. If you need any further details to prepare. So I just entered all the details short of placing the order. So I recommend that you also do that on your computer, so that you can prepare for the pre-order of the iPhone 10. And you might also need your credit card password dongle or your phone, which will send you a verification code number when you purchase something on your credit card. So you need to have all of these things ready on October 27th. This is if you ordered on the website using a computer, but you also can order it through the App Store app, which is simply called Apple Store. You need to download in case you haven't downloaded it yet. Here you can also do the same functions, like you can add it to your favorites. Here I will do the same thing. I will add two favorites. The favorites will be in the corner up there. And then I'm going to add the least favorites first. So 256. Okay, so I added all 4 to my favorites list. So to view your favorite list on the Apple Store app on your iPhone, just click on account below here, and then it will be listed under my favorites. And then you can quickly, so I recommend you do both. So in case, prepare the pre-order on your iPhone and on your laptop and maybe on your iPad. So like that you have 2 options. You can do both at the same time, or you can ask someone at your home to do it on the phone and you do it on the computer, or the other way around, so you increase your chances of pre-ordering one. And the same counts for here. If you want to make sure, you might want to do a dry run, so you might want to test pre-ordering with another phone which is already available, so you can make sure that you have all of the necessary information stored. For example, it will for sure ask you for your Apple ID password and shipping address and credit card details and login, so you need to prepare that far in advance. So I'm going to do a dry run with the iPhone which is already available. Let's check the iPhone 8, add to bag, and then click on the bag in the right lower corner, then click checkout. Then you'll have to enter your Apple password. Okay, so I entered my Apple password, I click checkout, Then it asks the password again, so 2 times you have to enter it. So now it's on the list. Payment, I need to make sure it's the correct details. In this case it wasn't. So make sure you have the correct Apple ID for the Apple Store that you want to use to pre-order the iPhone 10. So when you enter your credit card details in the Apple Store app on your iPhone, you have the information to save your default credit card information. I recommend selecting this so that this will save time. Once you enter the details, you don't have to enter them again. So this window you only get when you do the dry run of order of another iPhone, for example. So I'm going to save this information, and the visa details you get when you make a dry run, and then you click on payment, and then there you will have the option to save your default credit card information, and then you can place the order. So now I already did a dry run on the laptop computer and on the iPhone, so I should be ready to pre-order on Friday. As a side note, remember to empty your bag of your dry run order, so not that it will be added to your bag later on. So just go to the bag and click edit and remove. And remember, under account, make sure that the primary payment is already saved, and also make sure that the shipping address is also already entered, so you won't have to enter it during the pre-order of the iPhone 10. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and good luck with pre-ordering the iPhone 10. Thanks for watching and stay safe.